Look, I wasn't going to write this recap email to you, and I promise this will be the last one. Especially because Maddie says that I might be babying you. I just feel like I need to clarify a few things about defenses to criminal liability. You see, even if an individual committed a crime, they might have a valid justification or excuse. Dude, I did it, but here's why.
I'm starting to think that he's not guilty. Jury, let's acquit if you're with me. He killed a guy, no doubt that there was violence, but he claims that he was right by self-defense. But to claim self-defense, there must be evidence of imminence at that time. Sands got shot at, but that don't matter, cause she shot a boo 5 minutes later, and to be inevitable is not enough. It must be imminent, or by the MPC immediately necessary. So your argument that a bully was gonna make a punk out of you don't matter, Schroeder. What might matter to the court is that you really did take every single option to retreat if you could do it safely, and that deadly force is just the only option to save your life. And Lynn, what more? That you are not the original aggressor, not like me, the original only spitter of this past rap and recap, pop cap. And don't do time in the state penitentiary as long as your subjective beliefs were objectively reasonable, or else the doctrine of imperfect self-defense is going to put you in the slammer on involuntary manslaughter. I'm starting to think that he's not guilty. Jury, let's acquit if you're with me. He seems to be justified by necessity, or maybe duress can be an excuse for this mess. Let's see. Necessity requires that you chose the lesser evil, but if you're not your hunger, a criminal, not a 1L master, you will find strings attached by the common law and the MPC. Here's the ABCs. The threat must be imminent, the harm must be legitimate, there cannot be a legal course instead of it, or law specifically addressing it. Sucks if you're homeless, like William Starr when you go broke, like Fontes better not throw blood on the IRS when there's other forms of redress. Too many situations for the legislature to legislate where to deviate from the rule of law is rational. That's the rationale for this utilitarian safety valve for necessity in society. A society without sobriety, evidenced by the men in office getting off his stupid, insane policies, not giving up about you or me. Maybe someday he'll claim it was necessity of the economy. Hey Jay, you're getting political. Maybe tell the American people about duress. Okay, thanks, Obama. I'm gonna give it to you. 1 verse, warp speed, go. If death or bodily harm is threatened to you by another person to induce you to commit a crime like battery or larceny, you, they can say duress under the common law or the embassy, but the embassy has leniency that might help you when you're staring down the barrel of a charge of homicide, because the common law bars a defense of duress when you kill a mother. But the embassy is okay if an individual of reasonable firmness in the situation couldn't resist. So I'm starting to think that he's not guilty. Jury, let's acquit if you're with me. They were just out of their mind, as I'll explain. We cannot convict if proven insane. Going from the narrowest, I'll list the rule that exists and make it plain. There's a valid claim the defendant was not to blame or morally rotten. Start with McNaughton. Toughest to prove requires full lack of cognitive capacity, so that defendant did not know the nature and quality of the act they are guilty, or if they knew, they did not know that it was wrong. This is the cognitive prong. Adding to this, we have Davis and a volitional prong, but a narrow one, so it's hard to win given the standard that demands that the defendant has a will so completely destroyed. The impulse was irresistible and their actions beyond control, but there's still one more. Here's the story of John Hinckley and the MPC. See, until the 1980s, most state and federal courts like DC allowed the broadest defense of insanity, i.e. the one found in the MPC. There's a key phrase to set apart from and depart from what had become the minority rule in most states and drop the bar of proof to lack substantial capacity to appreciate the criminality or conform their conduct to the requirement of law. The defense must not prove to a lack of knowledge between what is wrong and what is right. So wanting to be like De Niro, he shot the president and was sent not to jail but a hospital, and the public got upset and said that we actually think that he was guilty. The rules have got to change, cause this kills me. We're going back to McNaughton and we'll stay there and ensure that the defense of insanity is super rare.
Well, that's it. That was your recap email. That's all I got. That's the end. Look, I wasn't going to write this recap email to you, and I promise